The year is 2025, and I'm still buying Lord of the Rings at retail stores. Welcome on in for some more luxury cardboard. Guys, I can't believe we got these at Best Buy today. Pretty crazy that you can still buy a 2-year-old set. Um, it's, I remember when Post Malone bought the One Ring for whatever, $2 million or something. And the main chase card out of this set, I don't know what Orcish Bowmasters go for. I've pulled one or two of those on the channel, but obviously a very playable card in Modern. Do believe the card is seeing play in other formats as well. But suspiciously, the chase card out of Lord of the Rings, which is the One Ring, obviously, is banned in Modern. So the fact this card is still holding its value at $60, obviously we've got a lot of Commando players now, so that takes up a huge chunk. But in first pack, the Abandoned No Longer Made Set Booster, we get a list card. I don't know how the order works for these. They're Japanese print, as you can tell by the top seal, the crimp. But not sure how these pack works. So this first pack is our tester. That's actually a cool card, Slag Fiend. Let's go. And we get a Samwise. So the reason I really wanted to make this, and a Nazgul. I think this is like one of the third chases or something like that. It's pretty much like getting a fourth rare or third rare. So what I really wanted to talk about, though, you can maybe see in the background, I got this Final Fantasy gift bundle, and then I have some, I want some thoughts and opinions on a question I had. So firstly, I think these Universes Beyond sets have so much weird potential, because here's the way I'm looking at it, and you guys can tell me I'm wrong, because I'm just curious, and maybe I am a little bit off here, but are they gonna have the rights to reprint any of the artwork in this? And I didn't know they really don't need to necessarily. They can just they can reprint any card they want just with a new name, essentially, with new art. But is it there's no way they're going to be able to just print Final Fantasy and Lord of the Rings forever, can they? I mean, I don't know what the first Universes Beyond major set was. Maybe Walking Dead Secret Lair? That's Display of Power. Another one is Lash of Balrogs. But I don't quite recall, and I don't think they can just print. Lord of the Rings was definitely not standard legal ever, and there's a very weird complex, and I'm very curious. I have some theories that I'll eventually share, but I just am curious how they're gonna juggle printing new cards like this card. Are we gonna have another Nazgul? Is there gonna be another Nazgul? Are you gonna print a Nazgul and put some other name on it with some other art, right? There's some things that I'm just very curious how WotC plays it out. How do they figure it out over I don't know, short term, medium term, 10 years? I mean, I just don't. I know how they do it. I just think it's gonna be clunky. Is all I'm saying. And I do like these alt arts. I was hoping we were gonna pull one. What's the one I'm thinking of? I believe it's the Ozolith from this set, but it's not the Ozolith. There's just a lot of cool cards in this set that am I ever gonna be a reprint of that art? Never. No. It's a one-time printing. So I know Alpha Investments has talked about the pseudo reserve list, right? Just by the nature of how they're printing it. And then I think Universes Beyond, even furthermore, you have some pseudo reserve list coming into play. Furthermore, with the serialized cards, I guess that's the obvious one there. But then furthermore, the rights of these cards, I don't know how it all works. That's all I'm saying. And if you duplicate the art after naming it one thing, so pseudo, anything Universes Beyond is theoretically never going to be printed again unless they get the rights again and go back at it, which Obviously, we're talking about Hasbro, which, there you go, a full art rare like that. I think this is actually playable. It looks playable. Very good. Very good. It's very, very interesting little thing Hasbro's got going on, and I'm very curious to see how it all plays out. The serialized stuff obviously is crazy. I remember Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. They have that thing now with the chocobos and their different colors. And I remember, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. It was just like, people freaked out. I don't even remember what the card was, but it was like the neon colored mythics. I don't even remember which one it was. Long and short, it reminded me of that. People were like, these are so unique. I'm like, they're kind of unique, but they've done this before. When have they done this before? A foil Nazgul. That's an awesome hit. And a Witch King of Angmar. Let's go. Oh! We got like a playset of Nazguls. That's hilarious. I haven't looked at Nazguls in a while, but I remember when the set came out and they were like $12. So that's hilarious. $12 each. So that was fun. Yeah, long and short, I just am very curious to see how this goes. And is my thesis that because there's a rights limit on the Universes Beyond cards from Magic the Gathering, that some of these cards could technically, this print of this art with this name, is that reserve list? Sure, they can reprint the card and call it something not Nazgul, right? But could you functionally? Guys, let me know if I'm going crazy in the comments or if I'm onto something here, and we need some clarification on like what's the Oracle text say? Like, can they do this, or am I going crazy? All right, thanks again for tuning in for the luxury cardboard. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll stick around for some more Magic content to come. So, thank you again. Peace.